Hello, hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're at day 62 here in Washington, and today is going to be a day of logisticy things, so we're going to be running back and forth with fuel, and then I'm going to hop into the White Western Star 4964 and use that to do the short logs. So I think I talked about it yesterday about trying to get the GMC to do short logs, but unfortunately, only a few of the trucks can actually pull the short log trailer. And of the trucks I've got, the Western Star can do it, the Fleet Star can do it, interestingly, the Freightliner can do it, and the Mac Defence can do it. Now, I'm kind of wanting to use the Mac Defence to keep pulling the cargo around. So we might use the White Western Star. I do have an alternative to bring in the Freightliner, perhaps. I don't think I'd use Fleet Star. Fleety would struggle doing small logs and a small log trailer, but could bring in the Freightliner. But I think we'll just use what we've got for a bit now and see if we can use the White Western Star for it. Anywho, let's get stuck in. Hopefully we'll have a good day and we are to get some things done. So let's swoosh, swoosh. In we go. Grab my ears. Where are my ears? Here they are. All right, now we're here. We've fueled up. We've got the little Billert doing the fuel run. So that's great. So he's going to take this trailer. We're actually going to take it all the way back to the gateway. Because I think in the bigger scheme of things, I'm going to want this guy, this trailer, to be in Selten River National Park. And we're going to want the other fuel trailer, which I'll also fuel up. I'm going to want that one to be in Selten River Mountains. Wow, massive bump over everything and we do 1 damage. Whereas sometimes you literally just bump one from the side and you do 5 damage. You never know. So we've got a tanker full of fuel. I'm not actually going to leave it at the stockpile like it used to be, because although we'll be coming back to the stockpile, we'll also be doing a whole lot of stuff in Selten River National Park for a while. So, oh my gosh, why am I going there? Weird. Lost control of my truck. Maybe I lost control of my fingers. That's probably more of it. Come through here. Look at the mess we made of those cement blocks that we had done such a lovely job of lining up before. Now they're just everywhere. Oh, no. Yeah, we don't have a huge amount of stuff to do here in Solace Bay. A little bit, but not a huge amount. So I'm thinking we're going to want our fuel more over in the National Park map rather than in the Solace Bay map. The other thing, of course, is we do have the fuel station in Solace Bay. So if we are scooting around doing deliveries, we can always stop in at the fuel station. We're just going to run this down to the gateway and park it there. Come back and get the other one. Put that over and top it up. Bring that back. And all the way back over to Selten River Mountains. Now, as I said, quite a bit of logistic work today. The only thing I have to be a bit wary of is remembering which trailer belongs where. So, yeah, because I'd hate to take the trailer all the way up, particularly the one into Selten River Mountains, and find that I've taken the wrong one. That would be pretty bad. We're just going to skip on back. The other trailer, which is the one that does belong in mountains, and run that all the way around. Pop it up first, I should say. Fuel's actually in it. I think it's sort of like half or even 3/4 full. Let's just have a look. $18.49. It's about half full. Probably. Let's see how tight we can turn around here. Pretty tight. It was a little bit of a exercise to head back. We will get there. I'm just going to pull up here on the way, which I'll pull up when I get to the intersection. Just got a little puppy that sounds like to do puppy things. Let's get to the intersection where I have to stop anyway. Just going to pull it up there, just for a moment. We'll continue on and get our fuel. And then return back and head all the way through Selten River Mountains, where we took the original fuel trailer from. Hopefully we'll have enough fuel then for the rest of the region. We did the first one, now we're going to do the second one. Fueled up ourselves on the fuel trailer. Now we're going to head all the way back to the gateway, then all the way through Selten River National Park in order to get all the way back to Selten River Mountains. But today's almost certainly going to be a day of no great accomplishments. But we will have done the logistics that we need to set ourselves up for later on. There's some really weird physics going on coming over that bridge thing there. Because that car played more to the right and then it pushed me way to the right. Weirdness. You'd hard to tell with this great big barrel on the back of the truck though. Could be going anywhere. Very hard to see where we're actually going. Splashy, splashy. I'm hoping today that we'll be able to get this fuels carrier back to where it belongs. We'll be able to bring the White Western Star all the way around and back to the garage. We'll convert it to have a short log trailer, short log add-on. We'll buy a short log trailer. We'll then take it back over to the logistics centre where it came from, and we'll be able to offload one load of medium logs and one load of short logs from the Forester. We'll then be able to send the Forester back to get another load of medium and short logs respectively, which it will hopefully then be able to bring back and offload as well. I'm just going to attach that trailer as well, so then when we go through, they both go through. I might just fiddle for a minute to get it where I want it to be rather than just leaving it in the middle of the gateway. So when we get there, we should have 2 semi-trailers of fuel with us. And it looks like we do. I'm just going to take this one that has to go to Selten River National Park, Selten River Mountains. Stop him there. This other one has to go to the garage. I'm going to just bring him back to the other side of the turn off to the Sawmill. Kind of where he was originally when we first brought him down. And that'll help us for anything coming through into Wallace Bay. And also anything that wants to head up this road here to go to the Sawmill. Let's bring him over here like that. He can stay there. I have to turn around. I'm not going to reverse all the way back there. Back to what we were doing. Heading back into Selten River Mountains. Just jump in the driver's seat for a bit. We haven't been in the driver's seat for a while. We've got a pretty easy run to do, so we can hop in the driver's seat of the little Billert. Very neat. That barrel is right behind us there, isn't it? Yes, that's where it needs to be. Well and good. Only a little truck. It certainly does the job of this sort of thing, staying on the highway and scooting about without using too much fuel. And that's the whole point of it. I guess I could have used something like the TranStar for this sort of task. That would be more than happy following these main roads. Ow. The turnoff and the detour, in Selten River Mountains might be a bit hard. Even actually that water crossing might be a challenge too, because this TranStar's only got pretty small wheels, but this thing's only got small wheels too. It would be about the same. So we've got this water crossing here, which is just a bit annoying. That's right, we're always on all-wheel drive. I'd forgotten that. I'm trying to think it's only a little truck, so it wouldn't have all-wheel drive on all the time, but it does. Bit difficult pulling through this. We'll get there. Because I don't think the TranStar would do any worse than this one. But I guess we already had this one in the map, didn't we? Whereas we'd have to bring the TranStar in. And that's always a consideration when you're watching your money. Which we probably aren't as much as we used to now. I think we've got 6.5 million credits. We can pretty much do whatever we like. A bit harder than it looks when you're in cabin view, sort of pretty sure exactly where your wheels are. We managed it. Trucks. Missed them. We have to duck our heads when we're in the cabin. Normally when we're flying along behind we have to duck our heads, otherwise we'll hit them on the bridge. let's travel on through. That'll get us into Selten River Mountains. We'll then be able to get to the logistics centre and hook ourselves up there. Pretty much where we were. That should work for us, I think. We'll get in there and see that. Yeah. Missed the worst of those rocks. Here we go. Not many trucks here. We've got all of our trucks here. Out of that view. Refuel from the semi-trailer Forester. Have all to do. We'll leave the little billet there just for the moment. Right. So, amongst the 1,000 trucks we have here, let's get the White Western Star. We're going to take the White Western Star, zip him on over to the garage. We'll detach his trailer when we get there because we may think about still using this one. Probably not now. I think we're probably going to end up using the Mac and maybe Buddy for the rest of the cargo runs. Maybe even Billert. Maybe Mac and Billert might do the cargo runs. I don't know, we'll see. I reckon we'll probably be putting Mr. White to use with the short logs and then see how we go after that. Alright, so I've now got a second puppy. They never want to do things at the same time. They always want to do things at different times. Hang on a minute, I'll be back. Okay. Let's get back into it. All sorted out. So we are going to head back to the garage, attach the trailer and leave it there. Might even detach the trailer just at the intersection before we get back to the garage, just in case we want to use this flatbed. Don't know that we will, but hey, never hurts. I will detach it just before the garage. Right, so we'll head over into the garage, put the short logging frame on the truck, buy a short log trailer, and then come back again. So as I say, it is quite the logistics day today. Just going around all over the place doing nothing much, but having a lovely time about it. Ooh, nearly knocked her head off. Oh, I knew I could do that. Bump over the central bit so you then crash into the edge of the road. Whoops. I don't even have to duck this time. Perfectly going underneath it. That's all right. We just seem to be spending a lot of time just running around the main road, don't we? And unfortunately, that's one of the flaws of this this map. Not really conducive to sensible running from one end to the other, or just all one-way traffic. But it's okay. We're having a lovely time. We like using the White Western Star 4964. I think that's one of the best trucks you get, and you get it so early in the game. Like about the third truck you get overall. It's just a beauty. It's such a workhorse. Right, so let's put the trailer off to the side here. Yeah, okay. Sometimes you have to be careful that when you park them where a sign was, you don't end up with a sign in the middle of the trailer later on. That can always be a pain. Let's customize this guy. I'm only going to change the frame so he has the short logging frame on. That'll do. I'm going to leave the highway gearbox, or whatever his gearbox is. I'm not going to get too fussed about it. I think we'll be okay. And if we're not, well, we'll come and sort it out later. So, right, let's come back here though. Now we should be able to get a short logging trailer. Oop. That's it. A Futon S logging trailer. I'm just looking what else we got. Yes, we could also have got the Futon M. Okay, that's fine. He's going to be running the Futon S though. Right, so this will now let me run effectively 2 loads of short logs wherever they need to go. One of those places is the Northern Lighthouse in Solace Bay. don't know if I'm going to do that first up. I guess it doesn't really matter. I just want to do some logging runs, and it doesn't really matter what sequence I do them in, I don't think. But it's going to be a lot of very similar stuff to what we're doing today. No, I don't want to go around there. We're going to basically be taking a load of logs and then having to come all the way back and get another load. So, yeah, it's not going to be fast. There's not much I can do about it, because you can only get logs in Selten River Mountain. So we're always going to have to come back to the logging station to get them. So, you know, it is what it is. Doesn't like turning sometimes, doesn't it? We're lucky there that we didn't get any damage. It'll be interesting to see how we go with these two trucks I've chosen to do my short and medium logs respectively. Neither of them are super set up for off-roading. Just do our best. You tip over. Look at the ridge. Workshop. Ooh, but that one will be quick too. Oh, the trailer took most of the hit there. Let's just go in high gear for a bit, shall we? It's getting a bit too excited, I think. High gear is very good for fuel economy. Rightio. So, finally, back into Selten River Mountains. I reckon we're going to use the entire day just sort of running our logistics around all over the place and going in and out of maps, which is never the most fun thing to be doing. At least I'm hoping that we'll get to the end of today with 2 medium logs on the GMC and 2 short logs on the White Western Star. We can then decide where we're going to take them. go on the same task at the same time. We can shuffle it around a bit. The only thing is that I do want to return back to the Aramatsu Forester with both of them pretty much ready to go. The whole point of setting up a three-way fleet like this is that I'll be able to take the Forester into the logging station and get the logs and bring them out for both trucks at once. That is my cunning plan. What we'll do, too far away. I'm going to put the short logs out of the Forester to the short log trailer. Great job. Managed to pick up one out of the three. Oh, guess that's what you do. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned, but I really don't like using the logging crane. I'm not very good with it. I just don't like it. It doesn't like me. Together, we're not a good team. Where am I going? Where am I going? I don't know. Oh, that was close. Stay there. Actually, why don't we just leave it here? You, what do you need to do? We've only got one. Oh, that's right. We've only got one medium log trailer. That's the challenge. Yeah, okay. Where's the GMC? we're going to put the medium logs into the back of the GMC. Then we'll be able to take the medium log trailer with us and get another load of short logs and medium logs. Right, that's good. Just in case. Come on, trailer. Come on with me. Go. Right. So, now, go and get another load of short and medium logs. That will then give us two short and two medium on the truck and trailer combinations. We'll then be able to take them into National Park or Solace Bay or wherever they need to go. So this is the same run we'll be doing a few times yet. I think we all up need like 9 or 10 short logs and much the same medium logs, fraction less, 8 or 9 medium logs. So we're going to be doing this trip pretty much 9 or 10 times. May want to intersperse some of these logging things with some more cargo things. We still do have some cargo things to do, as well as the logging things. Probably just as well, otherwise we'd all go mad. Again, I'm trying to not go the same way twice. Won't dig up the mud too badly. Oh, that's right, I was meant to go up and over, wasn't I? Going up and over that. It's much easier when you come to turn around at the bottom. Forgot that. Turning around down here is just yucky. Just out of interest. I can pick that up. That's interesting. Okay. So there are some long logs that are just lying around that you can just pick up. Weird. I don't know why you would, but, you know, they're there. I think there's a task that we've already done that opens this up to allow for long logs. And maybe if you hadn't done that task, you might have been able to just grab your long logs off the ground. But we certainly don't need to worry about that. We've got logs wherever we want them. Got our short logs and our medium logs. Now let's head back to the logistics centre where we can offload them into the Western Star and GMC respectively. All really well. By the way, it always chooses the wrong one. And a 50-50 choice. Let's say 8 times out of 10 it chooses the wrong one. And if you're tipping over, you urgently need to choose the right one. 10 times out of 10 it picks the wrong one. Making the poor old Forester work a bit. It's okay, that's what he's here for. It's his job. And maybe we could have used the K-Star twin steer in a similar sort of vein. Might have had a bit more fun. No. Almost got those back wheels around before that big rock. Too bad. So like this little incline coming up here, which is always a bit tricky. Just gets stuck there, where that rock is. We're just going to need to winch from the trailer as well. Maybe not. Yes, we are. Winched from the back of the trailer rather than the middle, simply because the longer the winch rope you have, the stronger the pulling is. The more you're pulling from almost right beside yourself, the weaker it is. Always worth remembering trying to get the winch rope to be as long as you can without threatening to pull yourself over. There we go. Got our next load of short and medium logs, so let's go and give them to the White Western Star and GMC respectively. And we'll head those two trucks back into Selten River National Park. So the trailer's just going to go straight with the GMC, so he's happy. And the short logs go on to the White Western Star. He should be happy. See how we go with this. Not badly. Hopefully we'll be able to pick this one up. Might have to move the truck to be able to pick it up. As this arm gets caught. No, looks like we're okay. Restore the crane, please. And detach side. No, keep the trailer detached. Get out of the way. And stop there. Right, so you're done. So let's switch to the White Western Star. you've got short logs packed onto the truck. Oh, don't hit him. Don't hit him. And a short log trailer over here, ready to go. Okay. Then GMC. So turn him around and get that other load of trailers, logs, and we'll have our medium logs good to go. Now, this is the one I'm most worried about, to be honest, as to whether the GMC is going to be stable enough to go to the various spots he's going to have to go to, carrying a load of medium logs. Medium log trailer is asking quite a lot. Give these things a go. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, well, that puts a bit of a hole in the whole process, doesn't it? Because if the GMC can't tow... I didn't even try that. Oh, there you go. See? This is why you need to test things out before you make decisions. Right, so we can do that. But there's no way that we're going to be able to deliver them. Oh, well, that does put a big hole in things, doesn't it? Puts a massive hole in things. So, really, GMC is useless. Right, stop the engine. How much time have we got? 6:47. Okay, let's have a little look at what needs to be done here in single log deliveries. So we've got 2 short logs going all the way over to Solace Bay. No. Right. We've got 2 medium logs going to the Scout living quarters. Nothing for that one. No, not that one. Right. 1 medium log going to the reservoir in Selten River National Park. One medium log going up there. One medium log going to the port. Okay. So we have the possibility of an option. Hate it. Oh, I really am not happy. Okay, so that's true. This might not even work from a travelling perspective. Certainly doesn't work very well for going through the gateway perspective. So let's just come over here and pull up. So I need to take a photo. Forgot about my photo. Come over here and pull up. Yep. And then hop into the Western Star. At least he's set up properly. So I'll put the GMC in arguably for nothing. Because he can't do what I want him to do. Right, but we can stop there and take a photo. Okie doke, so photo done. I think that actually might be a good spot to stop. Oops, good spot to stop because it's like 7:51, so that's close enough to end of the day. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a way to end the day. So the GMC can't do a medium log trailer and medium log add-on. That is going to be somewhat annoying. So I'm going to have to change my plans and basically use the GMC to do that one log run and then take it back to the garage because it's pretty much useless. The question's going to be whether it's worth bringing in the Freightliner or something else that can do medium logs and log trailer, or whether we just say, oh, too bad, and just use the White Western Star and set that up as a short log trailer and run around to do all the short log stuff. No, I don't want to do that. The reason I don't want to do that is because then the Aramatsu Forester is kinda wasting its time doing the runs to get short and medium logs, because, you know, what's it going to do with the medium logs? So let's have a bit of a think about this. We're going to have to try and work something clever out. But that may well be some homework for tonight. Otherwise, though, that's it for today. So, yeah, a bit of a funny day, a logistics day. We've certainly got lots of fuel where we need it. And we've now got medium and short logs sort of done. But we're going to have to get a different truck to be able to pull the medium log trailer. Oh well. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today. It's been a fun day. We push on, and tomorrow I'm sure we'll be able to get some deliveries done. So that will get us going again. Otherwise, though, that's it for now. So I hope you can join me again tomorrow and see where we get to with our short and medium logs. That's it for now. Bye-bye.